Hello, everyone. Welcome to the podcast for Curious Souls, where we are constantly questioning the world we live in. Today, I'm asking, is formal education really the key to success, or is good old fashioned common sense just as valuable or even appreciated in the world we live in? Years of school, homework, exams, and if you're fortunate enough to be able to afford it, you can get a degree or two. Education is often seen as the ticket to a better life. It opens doors to vast amounts of knowledge. It's structured and comprehensive, giving you access to information that might be hard to gather on your own. From the basics of mathematics to quantum physics, formal education lays down a foundation that's hard to replace. It teaches you how to think critically, or it should. You learn to analyze situations, question assumptions, and approach problems logically. This is particularly useful in fields like science, law, and medicine, where decisions need to be based on evidence and analysis. Degrees and certifications often serve as keys to job opportunities and career advancement. In many fields, a certain level of formal education is non-negotiable. So God help those like myself who don't have one. But like anything, education isn't without its downsides. Not everyone has the resources or the opportunity to attend university, and student debt is a massive burden that many can't afford. The cost of education can sometimes outweigh the benefits. How many people do you know that have a degree and are in low-level jobs or can't get a job at all? Education systems adopt a one-size-fits-all approach. Not everyone learns the same way, and the rigidity of the many educational programs stifle creativity, out-of-the-box thinking. It wasn't for me. There's also the issue of overemphasis on degrees. Sometimes people with multiple degrees are no more competent in real-world situations than those without, creating a false sense of security or superiority, where the focus is more on the credential than the actual skill or knowledge. Remember, everything you learn, someone wrote. Now let's look at common sense, your natural God-given talent that few of us manifest. Some people are blessed with an abundance of common sense, and it often serves them well. Old-fashioned IQ tests highlighted this. Those were the days when things ran smoothly. Don't try and guess my age. Common sense is all about making practical decisions. It's about understanding people, situations, and the world around us in a more straightforward way. It helps us avoid obvious pitfalls and to maneuver daily life smoothly. People with strong common sense are often more adaptable. They read situations quickly and adjust their behavior accordingly. This can be both invaluable in both personal and professional settings, where the ability to think on your feet is crucial. Unlike formal education, common sense doesn't come with a hefty price tag. It's something you can develop through experience, observation, and interaction with the world around you. It's your blessing. But just like education, common sense has its limitations too. It's great for everyday decisions, but it can fall short in complex or specialized areas. You wouldn't want to rely on common sense to perform surgery or design a bridge. In these cases, formal education and specialized knowledge is essential. What seems like common sense to one person might not be so obvious to another. Cultural differences, personal experiences, and individual biases can all influence what we consider to be common sense. This can lead to misunderstandings or poor decisions when people operate on different assumptions. So, where does that leave us? Is one more important than the other? Not necessarily. The truth is, both education and common sense each have their place in the world, and the real magic happens when they work together. Ideally, education provides you with the tools and knowledge, while common sense helps you apply them. effectively so you can explore more. It's one thing to learn something in a classroom, but knowing how to use that knowledge in real world situations is where common sense comes into play. Lifelong learning, driven by curiosity and common sense, can be incredibly powerful. Whether it's picking up new skills on the job or staying informed about current events, continuing to learn throughout your life helps keep your common sense sharp. It's also important to respect that people have different strengths. Some may excel in academic settings, while others thrive in practical environments. Recognizing and valuing both types of intelligence can lead to better collaboration and understanding. At the end of the day, the debate between education and common sense doesn't have a clear winner because it's not about one being better than the other. It's about knowing when to rely on each and how to integrate both into our lives. The amount of people I've spoken to with a degree that can only tell me what they've learned. Ask them a question and they're baffled. It makes me wonder, is this why the world is in this state? Well, I've gone over my 5 minutes. I thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this episode has given you some food for thought. If you've enjoyed today's discussion, share it with your friends. Let's try and keep this conversation going. Until next time, stay curious, stay smart, and always focus. Carry a little common sense with you at all times. Be good to yourself and others, and smile regardless. Take care, everyone.